It was the Tamil Nadu dream. Opposition is being critical. Majority of what is being budgeted is actually something that the center has already implemented.
And you can create every month one aims.
And you said Congress actually wanted West Bengal to be under President rule?
Yeah, they repeatedly insisted. Mr. Adhiranjan Chaudhary himself requested for that.
2024, is it going to be Hindu Swarajya?
Growth, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Vikshit Bharat, the strongest ever. That will be the slogan.
Siliguri Park Safari. I think they got some lions from Tripura, where one of the male lions was called Akbar, the female lion was called Sita.
Two dangerous aspects is in this. One, religion, and the male-female mindset.
In today's world, if Sudama were to give rise to Krishna, even that would be termed as bribery.
So the emerging leadership of Modi and the emerging industrialization of Adani, that happened simultaneously, all in these 10 years.
Hello and welcome to Chanakya English for this week's Pandey Politics. Welcome, sir. So this week, let's probably look through the last week's happenings. And last week, one of the key things was two days back, we had the Tamil Nadu budget. And it was the Tamil Nadu dream, right? I think the Tamil dream, that's what it was portrayed as. They did talk a lot. I think it was about 7,000 crores that they've allocated so far. But the opposition is being critical. They are saying that majority of what is being budgeted is actually something that the center has already implemented. And so I think Vanatish, Srinivasan, K. Annamalaji, they were all saying that they are using the center's implementations and just putting the Karnanidhi name on top of it. What is your take? So what has really been covered in the budget and is
See, the Tamil Nadu budget is a routine one. So that they want to tag with the new names and all, the Tamil dream. So it is more of a rhetoric than the factor. And throughout country, the budget has to be digital and technical and data driven. But nowadays it is being rhetoric and a lot of phrases and frames and also. That is how it is phrased. The significant thing, and of course, there will be lot of central aids and there will be lot of central collaborations and lot of 100% central aided schemes also. It is not a crime or mistake to collaborate with them and using their fund and naming state leader's name. It's not a crime, it's not a mistake, it's not a wrong one that to do. Most of the schemes might be influenced through central government scheme. That too, nothing wrong in it. So, BJP's Women's Wing National President Vanatish Srinivasan's comment on that, mostly there were central government scheme but named after the state leaders. Let that be, even if it is so, that doesn't matter. So, the significant thing is, the Tamil Nadu government is having more than 8,33,000 crores debt. More than 8,33,000 debt. And now it become the number one state in borrowing the loans and all. And we are paying 6,000 crores per annum as interest alone, not paying the capex one. So just we are not about the repayment, it is about only the interest. More than 6,000 crores per annum. So we don't see any path or any foresight how we are going to reduce the debt. It means almost every child in this state is already having 1 lakh debt on loan on its name. Every child. We have not even crossed 8 crore population now. We have not crossed 8 crore population, but we have already 8 lakh crore debt. So every child and every old man, every citizen of Tamil Nadu is already owning 1.20 lakh loan on his name. So there is no vision, there is no idea how they are going to rectify this, how they are going to reduce this. Because, of course, then the second point, every government will have loans. Even central government will have, and if you call Uttar Pradesh government or Gujarat, every government will have loans. The second point, for what purpose the loan was borrowed? For capital expenditure or anything else? There comes the main matter. Our income, Tamil Nadu government's income, 25% of income goes only to repay the loan. 25% of the income goes only to repay the loan. Then how you can increase? That is more higher than the capital investments. So when there is no materialistic capital and productive investments, then we are leading towards disaster. Tamil Nadu government is paying 1,000 rupees to every woman. Almost 1 crore 15 lakh women every month they are getting 1,000 rupees. This might be a most popular scheme ever launched. This may give lot of votes to DMK ruling government. But what this going to give back to the government? That is $1 million question. In this 1,000 rupees, 500 rupees may go back to Tasmak, the government owned wine shop. So that may go in that way. That will be again going to the distilleries owners, not again completely to the government of Tamil Nadu too. So and we are giving in Tamil Nadu, state of the Tamil Nadu, we are giving free bus to women. Most of the districts, other than Ooty and Kodaikanal, few hill stations, most of the districts having a free bus to women. So for this, the state government has allotted 13,000 crores per annum. 13,000 crores per annum for this only one freebie scheme, the 1,000 rupees to women. 1 crore 15 lakh women beneficiaries, 13,000 crore allotment for this year alone. That means you can start 1,000 crore worth big industries almost every month one. Almost every month you can start one biggest industries worth 1,000 crore, 13,000 crores in 12 months. And just imagine how much job opportunity will enable. No. And you can create every month one aims. Every month you can create one of them. The aims total overall cost initial capital is around 1,400 crores.
Right.
And now Tamil Nadu is having only one aims, that too not started yet in Madurai, and we are seeking loan from Japan, Zyka company, and I don't see any purpose. When you are allocating 13,000 crores for this scheme, you can create 13, at least 12 aims every year. So this is how we see. Then if there is 12 aims in Tamil Nadu itself, within a year, just imagine where our health index will be. You need not to go to any private hospitals. You need not to spend lakhs and crores to save your life. So that is where the difference between central government and state government is. Even central government and any other state governments are buying loans and borrowing loans, and they are doing it, but they are investing in infrastructure and industries and productive things. The state government of Tamil Nadu is not doing this.
Is the freebies like a quicker vote bank?
Yeah,
Then?
of course, without any doubt. Obviously, it will work as a vote bank.
Okay. Going on to the next question, sir. So, sir, West Bengal, Sandesh Kali, it's actually going through a big riot right now because of the Shah Jahan Sheikh. He's allegedly done a lot of harm to women, and they have gone fighting about this. They really want to do something about it, and it looks like some multinational, government agencies like the National Committee for Women, there was I believe Rekha Sharma who has been there, and two other agencies that went there, and they all have a similar feedback that it is very atrocious whatever is happening, and women are being treated incorrectly. And I think their solution is that there should be a president rule in West Bengal. That's what they're stating. But TMC is against this whole thing. But having given that situation, we have some MPs or politicians in Tamil Nadu who are very loud about their thought process when it comes to women, like our MP Kannimozhi Karunanidhi and our VCK chief Tirumavalavan, and so they usually stand up and say this is wrong, there's something has to be done, but they have not said a word about Sandesh Kali.
rightly pointed out, that is what I also wanted to share. Only see what is happening in Santosh Kali is atrocious without any doubt. Any harassment or ill treatment about treating the woman is unacceptable. Nowhere it happens. The two things, the people want to dissolve the West Bengal government. Not only this voice is not only from BJP but also from Congress. That is a very significant thing. Congress, the local leader and LOP of Lok Sabha, Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, regularly keep on insisting that president rule should be there. Even though they were in alliance, they are very vehemently requesting for that. They are pleased that. One. Second significant thing is, when it happened, then same molestation and women's modesty was destroyed in Manipur.
Yes.
The whole country was in burning, and it was all the opposition parties were shouting like anything, and they wanted to dissolve the Manipur government, and they wanted to even challenge the central government for inability and inacting and all those things. Now they are all 100% silent. They are portraying like there is no such thing happening. There is nothing that called Santosh Kali. It is an area. Something is burning there. Whole West Bengal is louder about that. Nobody is responding. Nobody is reacting. They are keeping mum. There is no such thing happen. That is the very, very killing silence of this opposition is very much worrisome. That is the thing. Of course, everywhere women will be targeted. Either it's a BJP ruled government or communist ruled government or Congress ruled government or DMK ruled government, that doesn't matter. Women always been targeted. It is been quite our practice for a long year. That is happening everywhere. If there is any violence, women will be the first target. So that is happening. That is what happened in Manipur. That is what happening in West Bengal. But the question is, when people, opposition parties were vocal about, louder about Manipur, why they are silent about West Bengal? This is the $1 million question they have to answer.
And you said Congress actually wanted West Bengal to be under president rule?
Yeah, they repeatedly insisted. Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary himself requested for that.
And now they are not. Was this before the India alliance?
Every time they are insisting on that, but they have mostly all the person. See, we don't see any comment from Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
Right.
No comments from Mallikarjun Kharge. No comments from Sonia Gandhi herself, being a lady. So we expect it from everyone, whether it happens in Manipur or whether it happens in West Bengal. I don't say that you should be silent in Manipur. You should be vocal and louder in Manipur also, as well as in West Bengal also. That is what our point is.
Okay, all right. And sir, moving on to Abu Dhabi, the temple that was inaugurated by our Prime Minister Modi. It was the first temple in Abu Dhabi, but not in UAE. I think Dubai has a couple of temples there. But what is the political perspective of this move?
I don't see any political perspective. That will increase the BJP's influence in India a little bit, not significantly. They are all aware that Bharat Prime Minister Narendra Modi is very, very tall leader across the world. So he is respected by all the leaders across the globe. So that is well known, that is already established. So we all know that he is a very strong leader. And two things are very significant here. One, the magnanimity of the kingdom. So they accepted the request and they gave the space, enormous space, and they supported in 100% manner that the temple rises in a peaceful thing, and that was a huge magnanimity of that kingdom. That is the main thing. And the influence of the Bharat Prime Minister Narendra Modi, how he is influential anywhere in anything. We have seen in Qatar, where 8 of our ex-Navy personnels were sentenced to hang death, but that death penalty was reduced, and even the prison period was reduced, and they were completely released, and they are at home now. So these type of influence are able to get the prisoners back, Indian prisoners back, and able to build a temple in Muslim Islamist kingdom, and that is very, very significant. These two things, this will certainly help BJP in India, but that will be a little bit better. Even according to me, Ayodhya Ram Temple also will not be that much significant political issue to turn around the situation. people are very, very happy about Ram Temple, and they are very, very clear that this was made only because of Bharat Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and this made possible in a peaceful manner. That also because to the BJP NDA government. So all credit goes to them without any doubt. But whether this will have a political significance, that I doubt that it may not have that much.
But we can at least, like you said, we can give them credit for the fact that in Middle Eastern countries, we know that
already
they do not allow...
Everybody will give the credit to Bharat Prime Minister Narendra Modi without any doubt. There is nobody to dispute. You might be aware that even in Ram Mandir, few people were critic. In this temple, nobody is vocal about that because they know that it's a huge thing, and it's when a temple is rising in an Islamic country, and with all these orthodox things, so it is not easy. Everyone is aware, so that no criticism about this.
Well, actually, Shashi Thakur, a while back, he made the statement that in 2019 elections, it was the Pulwama attack that national security was the key pointer, and in 2024, is it going to be Hindu Swarajya? See,
it is RSS core ideology to make it as a Hindu Rashtra. Without any doubt, they are pushing their ideology slowly and steadily. You should take note what Sarchanga Chalak of RSS, Mr. Mohan Bhagwat, spoke to the country in Ram Mandir itself. He was telling, now we are in Josh. We should have our host also. Means we are in celebrating mood, we are in full jubilee mood, we should be responsible also. That is what he portrayed as a strong Hindu stalwart, Hindu Rashtra pushing leader. He himself, even Narendra Modi didn't spoke like that. So it was RSS leader who spoke this. So RSS is aware what is happening, whatever they want to happen, this is happening. 370, Triple Talaq, Ram Mandir, and very sooner UCC, everything, whatever their core ideology of BJP. Only for this purpose, the BJP was created. So they are moving towards all those things. So they will be very happy. But in what manner? That's an entirely different mode. So they will certainly push the Hindu Rashtra in a very calculative manner and a very responsible manner. Okay. Because now they don't see a huge opposition to that. Even the opposition parties have no technical or valid point to oppose all these things. 370 they were fighting against, Ram Mandir they were fighting against, even in Supreme Court they lost the battle, even in People's Forum they lost the battle. So they don't see any space for their own point. So the RSS as well as the BJP is moving very strongly and steadily and stable. So they are putting their agenda, Hindu Rashtra will be their point in the peak of the election, not as a whole. So now what Modi ji is trying to push, he wants to show himself as the tall leader of international community, Vishwa Guru. So even in that way, he is coining in different way. Vishwa Guru means other countries also may feel disturbed. So he is pushing Vishwa Mitra, so friend of the whole universe. So obviously it is there. You might have seen very recently in German Munich, there was a conference happening in the international community. There German External Affairs Minister and US External Affairs Minister and the Indian External Affairs Minister, all they were there.
Yes.
When Mr. Jaishankar, our EAM, was speaking, all the two ministers, they were not seeing the anchor. They turned completely towards and watching the Jaishankar. Yes. That was not the case when German minister was speaking. That was not the case when US minister was speaking. Yes. But that happened when Indian External Affairs Minister was speaking. The whole stage turned towards Mr. Jaishankar. Yes. That is what the importance the India is getting in the international community.
Mr. Jaishankar, India has more of a multiple choice mindset. Would that be right? From non-alignment to, I think you may have called it, or somebody else called it, all alignment. So you can pick and choose alliances, but you can also pick and choose topics. On Russia, for example, you still buy Russian oil. Is that okay with your counterpart from the US? Everything is, your relationship is fine, you can do whatever you want, whenever you want?
Okay. First of all,
I mean, you're sitting next to each other.
no.
So.
First of all, delighted to be here, and I couldn't find a better set of people to be with on the stage. So thank you for whoever put us all together. Your question, do we have multiple options? Answer is yes. Is that a problem? Why should it be a problem? If I'm smart enough to have multiple options, you should be admiring me. You shouldn't be criticizing. Now, is that a problem for other people? I don't think so. I don't think so, certainly in this case and in that case, because look, we try to explain what are the different pulls and pressures which countries have. And it's very hard to have a unidimensional relationship. Now, again, different countries and different relationships have different histories. If I were to look, say, between the US and Germany, it is rooted, there's a alliance nature to it. There's a certain history on which that relationship is grounded. In our case, it's very different. So I don't want you to even inadvertently give the impression that we are purely and unsentimentally transactional. We are not. We get along with people, we believe in things, we share things, we agree on some things.
And Mr. Modi ji, being a Prime Minister, he is focusing on that. Previously, he was the King and Emperor of Gujarat. Now he became the King and Emperor of India. Everyone is aware that again he is going to form the government. Nobody is there even to dispute. Now he is pushing himself as a tall international leader. India, the Vishwamitra. So that will be the slogan. Growth, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. Vikshit Bharat. The strongest ever. That will be the slogan.
Okay. But this Hindu-centric idea, could there be a disadvantage to that, such that the public, there are certain public who are becoming too extremists? Like, I don't know if this is a right context, but in West Bengal, again, there is a safari called at Siliguri Park Safari. I think they got some lions from Tripura, where one of the male lions was called Akbar, the female lion was called Sita, and the VHS, the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, they did not want both those lions to mate. I mean, is this too much?
Yes, without any doubt, that is too much. Putting religion in every aspect is not good. That will be called as extremism. That's
correct.
It. So, what if that female lion named Fatima,
correct,
and the male lion named as Rama? What will be? We will have an issue. So, two dangerous aspects is in this: one, religion, and the male-female mindset. So who should be the male? Correct. So that also be dominant, that also worrisome. And I am very clear and confident that this will not be considered anything. And if so, in future they will name all the lioness in numbers. They will give Aadhaar card to that. So this line is A for 1, 2, 3 and this lioness is 4, 5, 3. That is going to happen. So we should not mix everything with religion.
Okay.
And we should not mix everything with your male dominant mindset.
So if I'm hearing you correct, is it probably wrong for them to have used names like those to the
See, you can name
animals?
anything. You can name Akbar, you can name Tipu Sultan, you can name Sita, you can name Kannaki, you can name anything, no issues. See, these type of naming happens politically. Any major leader visits the zoos. So they will name something or they will plant a tree.
Correct.
Mostly this is happened, it's like that only. So naming them as Akbar or Zahir or Rama or Sita, that's nothing wrong in it. That's nothing wrong in it. You name it, that's nothing wrong. But putting the politics inside that, that is very, very wrong one. So let that be Akbar, let that be Sita. What happens? So no. And if your beautiful line comes out of both Ram and Sita and Akbar, you name some Christian name, give it them. So one Muslim name, one Hindu name, one Christian name, so on. So it is very, very silly thing and petty thing. We should not focus on that. That's what my point.
Okay. And sir, yesterday Prime Minister Modi had been to Kalki-Dam at Sambal, UP. He had did the foundation of laying ceremony there, and he was welcomed by Pramod Acharya, and who made a statement that others have things to offer whereas I do not, and I'm emotionally, all I'm giving you is an emotional welcome. And to that Prime Minister Modi responded saying that in today's world, if Sudama were to give rise to Krishna, even that would be termed as bribery, and it would have to go through all litigations and would end up in Supreme Court. What was he alluding to by making that statement?
See, people are always vocal about Mr. Adani. So what their charge is, Adani industry grown in a fastest ever manner in these 10 years. So the emerging leadership of Modi and the emerging industrialization of Adani, that happened simultaneously, all in these 10 years. So they are mixing, especially Congress party and especially Mr. Rahul Gandhi. They are clubbing both and they are criticizing. So whatever Adani Industries get, so they are criticizing it is only because of BJP government. You will be surprised, DMK government in Tamil Nadu is also allotted a lot of things to Adani, and even in latest global investors meet, Adani decided to invest a few crores in Tamil Nadu, few hundred crores in Tamil Nadu also. So it doesn't mean that Stalin is supporting Adani. In the same case, it's not that Mr. Modi ji is supporting Adani also. So these are very, very petty politics, and what Mr. Modi was saying about is very common one. He was rhetoric about that criticism of opposition parties, and that is not very significant. Bribery is entirely different. Lot of leaders and lot of individuals, when they meet Prime Minister, they will certainly offer something. Our Prime Minister is having the habit of either giving auction to all those, auctioning all those things, or surrendering it to the Khazana. So this is the two way you have to do. That is a mandate. So whatever offered to Prime Minister, it is not offered in a personal capacity. It's offered only in the official capacity. So whatever, either it's Sudama's offering or it is Adani's offering, that has to go to the Khazana. Or he has to get that money to Khazana by auctioning it. So that is the thing, and he is doing from day one.
Okay. Sir, one last thing relating to so many Hindu-centric visits that the Prime Minister is doing. Is he really why is he putting so much effort into temples and all that, whereas some of the critics are saying that why wouldn't he go to the farmers' protest, right? I mean, spend some time there, because that's a recurring issue. And also, when we have so much, one of the high time debt in the country, is the government really putting so much money and effort into temples? 2-3
things. If Prime Minister started addressing each and every agitation, he will not have any day to work in office. 365 days he has to go to any agitation, because 365 days in each and every part of the country some agitation will happen. So you have to attend only the agitations, not your routine work. It will never happen. That only to attend all those things, there is state governments, there is local bodies, there is ministers in central government, so they will be obviously addressing it. One. Second point, I am very, very serious about the agitation by farmers happened earlier and happening now. Both are politically motivated and both have some illogical and merely not possible prayers. So it is not the nationwide protest. It is happening only in Punjab and Chandigarh. You may be aware the Aam Aadmi Party is ruling Punjab and they are very strong there. And of course Congress and all other parties also will be support. And according to my little knowledge, it is not exactly the farmers but the owners of the mandi who is supporting the and being the bridge between the government and the seller and the vendor and those things. So that they are capable of spending huge money, and they are saying that when the beginning itself they are saying that we are ready for 6 months protest, we are ready for 1 year protest. They are, you might have seen even caravans in the last agitations. If you are talking about poverty and suicide and farmers' situation in country and coming in caravan. So I don't see both are logic, and this is politically driven and it will be addressed politically. That's a separate case. And spending money to Hindu spiritual things. According to my little knowledge, I have not seen anywhere the government of India spending even a single penny, single rupee in either Ayodhya Ram Mandir or the Mandir happened in Abu Dhabi and the recent Kalki Dham. Kalki Dham has their own trust, they are building their own temple. Ram Mandir, it was a Supreme Court organized and instituted trust was there, and they only collected the money and they are doing it. The money came from throughout country, and in Abu Dhabi also there was a trust, there is a trust which is collecting and doing also. It was only in central government's influence in Abu Dhabi temple was only requesting the kingdom and the king in a personal capacity. Only because of Modi ji's personal reputation they allotted immediately. Even if it is not there, they might have done, because it is about their mindset. They were open about what is wrong in it. We have huge Hindu population here, we can support them in some other way. That is what the idea. Narendra Modi ji was become a catalyst and being a tool to make it. Only his influence in Ram Mandir, in Abu Dhabi temple, in Kalki Dham, no connection between government of India and all these three temples.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching Chanakya English. Stay tuned for more such discussions.